Are you looking for free ways to make money online? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and I have tested hundreds of different free ways to make money online. And in this video I decided to make an ultimate list where I will show you 13 realistic, completely free ways to make money online. And there will be opportunities for all, no matter your preferences, your background and the country you live in. So before I go over the methods I want to show you, let's start by going over what you can expect to earn so you do it with the right expectations. And I will show you many different methods, and each method also has several different options, so there will be a lot of opportunities. Some of them will just be for a tiny bit of extra money on the side, others will be like decent extra money, and then there are also others that potentially can give you a full-time income. It all depends on your preferences, where you live, and the time you are willing to put into this. Therefore, it's also not necessarily a prioritized list, because which of these methods that are the best really depends on your personal preferences. But all of them are 100% free to get started with. Some of them will even allow you to start earning right away. So let's now get started with these methods. So when it comes to free ways to make money online, we have to talk about paid surveys, as that is one of the absolute easiest and fastest ways to start earning a bit of extra money on the side. It's not something you can do for a living, but it is a way to start earning right away. And in some countries, it can also give some quite nice extra money on the side. However, which service sites you should join really depends on the country you live in. For example, on my website, I have manually built out lists of specific countries, so you can go there and find the exact best ones for your country. If your country is not on this list, then there are not a lot of paid survey opportunities, but I still have this international one, so you still can find some. But then for sure, you also need to make sure to use some of the other options that I will show you in this video. I will leave a link below here to this list, so you can go there and select your country, and then you can just choose 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever, how many survey sites you want to use. And then you can find options that pay in crypto, in cash, PayPal, bank transfer, gift cards, whatever you want to. So the next method I want to talk about is data entry jobs. And one platform, this is just an example, this is not necessarily the best, but Amazon Mechanical Turk is where, again, you can join for free and do all kind of small data entry tasks and earn some extra money on the side. But which of these platforms are available, like data entry jobs, really depends on the country you live in. Some of them can give some quite nice earning opportunities also, but I do have a list on my own website with a full list of the best data entry sites, as you can see here. There I have full reviews of many of them. You can find the joining links for the best that I have tested. So if you're interested in data entry jobs, then this is the list you should check out. Another method to earn for free that is closely related to the data entry jobs that we just talked about is what I would call AI tasks, or AI training tasks, where you help train AI. Some people will also define those as data entry tasks. So one platform is, for example, Hive Micro, where you can see you will do these small tasks there. You will draw like boxes, lines, segmentation, different things like this. Again, the options that I know that I have tested are on my list of the best data entry sites there, so you can go there and you can also read more about it. The options that are there, you can see, for example, Hive Micro. There's a few others that offer the same type of task, so this is also the list if you're interested in this type of task. I just wanted to mention it as a separate option, because AI, sometimes people think that it has taken away some earning options. That's not really true. Well, a few, but in reality it's also given us a lot of other earning options, for example, by doing these AI training tasks. If you are looking for a way to potentially build a full-time income, data entry jobs that we just talked about can actually be an option, but you can also then consider freelance jobs. And when we talk about freelance jobs, well, then we also have to talk about something like Fiverr, because that's one of the most popular freelance sites. And you can see there, these are some of the categories you can find jobs in. Just be aware that freelancing jobs is not just that easy. You will see some videos like, oh, just go to Fiverr, create a profile, you'll earn hundreds of dollars per day. It's not that easy. see, becoming a freelancer requires a lot of work because there's a lot of competition on a platform like Fiverr. So you need to take the time to build a proper profile, get some good clients that gives good reviews, and then slowly build it. And eventually then it can be a great way. And it is free to sign up for and use a platform like this. I do have a list on my website of the best freelance platforms. So you can see you can basically find freelance jobs no matter your background and your skills. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave a link below also to a list I have of the best freelance platforms, because Fiverr is one of the most popular, but that also means that there's huge competition there. So I would recommend that you use at least a couple of different ones if you decide freelancing is for you. Another way to potentially earn quite good money online is by doing transcriptions, and there are a lot of platforms that offer this type of work. And one example that I'm on now is just called GoTranscript, but this is just one example. Here you can find work, and also I do have a list on my website of the best transcription jobs for beginners, different platforms here where you can find the joining list, also a little bit more of a description of the different options so you can find the best ones for you. It requires, of course, great grammar and that you're great at paying attention to detail. So if you're interested in that, if this sounds like something for you, then make sure to check out this list. Next method I want to talk about is called paid offers, because there are get paid to sites. This is just one example, like for example FreeCast. This is just one of many, and if you find the good ones, this is actually one of the highest paying ones when it comes to paid offers. I've tested like hundreds of sites like that, and it pays very well. You can see some of the featured offers. So that means you need to, for example, download a game, you need to sign up for a free trial, and then you will get paid when you live up to certain requirements. And many people go to get paid to sites and only focus on the paid service, but some of the paid offers can give really great rewards. So if you just choose wisely, because some of the paid offers are definitely not worth it, but then it can be a great way to boost your earnings. And I also do have a list on my website of the top get paid to sites that I have tested, joining links, full tutorials of all the platforms. Again, here you can join several of them or just a few. That's completely up to you. I'll leave a link to this list below so you can also easily get started with the options you choose to get started with. The next method I want to talk about is to earn by playing games, because yes, there are actually platforms that will allow you to do that. You will usually not earn a lot, but it can be a fun way to earn a bit extra if you like playing games, both on your computer and your phone. One example is AppKarma, that has a lot of games on your phone you can earn by playing, but this is just one example. I do have a list on my website also of the best platforms that will pay you to play games. I will also leave a link to that below, so then you can see a full overview, joining links, full tutorials of all the different platforms that offer this, so you can find the best ones for you. But AppKarma definitely is one of the good ones because it has a lot of different options. It's available worldwide. It pays out in cash or gift cards. The next method I want to talk about is to earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth. And there are by now quite a lot of different platforms that offer this. One of them is called GetGrass. This is, at least at the time of recording this video, still a little bit unknown what you will earn, because it's still in the beginning phases where you can earn, but you can't really take your earnings out yet. But from what they describe, this looks very promising. And if you get in early and you start earning early, then you also have a great potential if they develop as they are planning to. But if you're looking for more like safe way where you know you can get paid right here and now, then you can use something like Pawns that offers the same thing. It also offers paid service, but you can also earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth on your phone or your computer and get paid already. When you earn $5, you get a $1 joining bonus. So this can definitely also be a good option. So these are two great options. If you want to earn passively, you just install it, then you earn by sharing your unused internet bandwidth. I also do have a video with the best platforms, including these two here, that offers this, so then you can learn a little bit more about how that works. I'll leave a link in the top corner here and also below so you can check that out. The next method is, this is where you can earn by sharing data anonymously. One platform that offers this, there are quite a few platforms like this now. So how it works is, for example, Nielsen Computer and Mobile Panel, you install the software on your device, and in this case with Nielsen, for example, it tracks how you use the internet anonymously, combine it with other users. They use that for market research to find out how people are using the internet, and they help companies with this market research research to improve their services and products. Nielsen is not available in all countries, only like a few countries, but I do have a list of the overall best passive income apps. I'll leave a link to that below. Nielsen is on that list, so you can also read more about it there, find the joining links in the countries it's available in, but you can also see great alternatives in case that Nielsen is not available in your country. We now only have a few more methods to go over. It would be great if you could just take 1 second to like this video because it can help it to be seen by more people, and I would definitely appreciate that support. Next, I want to talk about microtasks or micro jobs, and these are tasks where you often have to do small social media tasks or go to forums or make comments and different things like this. One platform that offers this that I like is Timebox. It's one of the better ones, but there are many platforms like this, so you just need to make sure that you choose carefully when you choose the jobs, because when it comes to micro jobs, some of them are, in my opinion, unethical jobs, so just be aware of that. But if you choose wisely, it can be an easy and fun way to earn a bit extra on the side. I do have a list also on my website of the best micro jobs platforms, so you can also go there and find more information about Timebox, join link for it, and also a lot of other options. The next earning method is one that many people love and ask me about, and that is to earn by clicking ads. And this is on something called PTC sites or pay to click sites. And there are many sites that offer this, but there are also a lot of them, or in fact, most of them, I have tested hundreds of them, are a complete waste of time, because you have to click like sometimes 1,000 ads or more to earn like $1 or something like that, and spend hours and hours doing that. Yes, it is easy, but it will not earn you a lot. There are, however, sites that offer it that definitely are better than the majority of the PTC sites. Again, this will never be a way to make a lot of money. People sometimes think that something they can do for a living, something that's not the case. It's for a little bit of extra money on the side just by clicking ads. I do have a list of the best PTC sites and more about them and how to join them, joining links for them, so on my website. I'll also leave a link to this list below, so then you can go and check that out. The next way to earn is chat support jobs. This is something many people also ask me about, because this is potentially a way to earn a full-time income or a good part-time income depending on the effort you put in. Of course, it requires you to apply, to get hired, to do a proper job continuously, and in most cases also to work at certain hours, because that's how it is with the chat support jobs you can do from home. But it is in many cases something you can do wherever you live from home, so it makes it very convenient that way. But it does of course require quite a bit of effort to first get the job and also then to continuously earn. But I do have a list also on my website of the best chat support jobs you can do from home. You can go and check that out, see some specific platforms if you think this sounds like something for you. I will also leave a link to this below. The last option I want to talk about is to get paid to watch videos, because this is something that I also get a lot of questions about, because of course it sounds amazing. You can earn by just watching videos, and yes, that is actually true. There are platforms that offer that, but one thing I just want to make clear is that there are also a lot of scams that claims to offer this, that will charge you a big fee, or that offers exaggerated earnings. In general, this is not an effective way to earn. It can be a fun way to earn a little bit of extra money on the side, but you need to do it with the right expectations. I get questions basically every single day. How can I make $50 a day or $5 for 5 minutes just by watching videos? You cannot. I cannot give you a platform like that, because they do not exist. Platforms that claim that are just not legit. It's for a tiny bit of extra money on the side, but if you're interested in that because it's kind of an easy and fun way, then I do have a list on my website also of the best sites to earn by watching videos. You can read full tutorials of the platforms, finding joining links for the platforms that you want to join if you decide this is the right earning option for you. So as you can see, there are plenty of free ways to make money online, and I often get questions about this because people ask like, oh, I want to make money online for free, but for example, I don't want to do data entry, or I don't want to do service. No, but then choose other options. There are plenty of different options. Don't limit yourself to just one option. If you really like an option, then just stick to that if it works for you. But if it doesn't work for you, then try other methods. There are so many different options that no matter your preferences, no matter where you live, you can find free ways to make some extra money. Just do it with the right expectations. Of course, if you want to earn quite a bit of money, it will take time and it will take effort. There is no get rich quick thing online. You know, you will get scammed if you're looking for that. These are realistic free ways to make some extra money. And if you want to get started with any of the options, I will leave more links below to more information about all these options, the different platforms you can easily get started with the method that you want to get started with. Also, if you have any questions, anything you want to share, just share in the comments below. It would be great to hear from you, and I do make sure to reply to all comments. And if this video overall helped you, then also make sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.